in Europe or in America or in most of those civilized countries, when you have a job and eventually you lost your job, are you aware that the government will be paying you some certain amount of money? Or even if you are unemployed, there are benefits as long as you are a legal resident of that country. There are benefits you enjoy. And these benefits are to prevent you from crime. Yes, that's exactly how you fight crime in a country. You see all this one that EFCC is doing in Nigeria, the police are doing. These are just extortions. You are actually not fighting crimes. And in those countries, they treat all criminals the same. I think in America, if a politician commit fraud, they will be arrested and dealt with, just like the ordinary American. In China, the same thing. It is only in Nigeria that politicians commit fraud and nobody talks about it. So that is not fighting crime. See, you see EFCC, you can harass the Yahoo boys from now till their kingdom come without solving the root cause of people going into Yahoo. Then you will continue to arrest. Now, this is how it is. This is how bad you can make it. For instance, you arrested a Yahoo boy who went into Yahoo because there is no other option. Don't say they are greedy or because they are lazy. The job opportunities aren't really there. So if you arrest a Yahoo boy, maybe they could not settle out of a court. They now happen to be convicted. They go to prison. They come back as armed robber. Because they are going to come back into the society still with no job. And the duty and the desire of every man, firstly, is to survive. And based on you must survive, you do anything to survive. So if you cannot find anything legitimately, illegitimately becomes the other option. So if you arrest a Yahoo boy, you send them to prison, and they are coming out of prison with still no job opportunities, either they return to that same Yahoo or they go into armed robbery. And meanwhile, how many can you actually arrest? How many? What is the capacity of your prisons? And how many people are truly surviving based on legitimate dealings? I mean those in the civil servant. You see a policeman, a sergeant, or a corporal and a policeman using Mercedes-Benz, living in his own big, a very beautiful house. What is their salary? You see the civil serviceman living above their means. These are the things that the government should look into. But you cannot really blame those people because they need to survive. The policeman on the highway collecting 50 naira, 100 naira is because his salary is not enough. He's accepted the job because he has the rifle to be able to extort people on the way. Take that rifle from him, deny him that extortion, he will resign from the job. And when he resigns from the job, what else will he do? He will go into crime, full-time crime. You understand? So if we say we want to fight crime, we must start from the root cause. Corruption is the reason why there are no jobs opportunity in Nigeria. Otherwise, Nigeria don't have any reason not to have jobs for the youth, regardless of our populations. We are not up to China. Nigeria is not as populated as half of China. We are just estimated 220 million. China is already approaching 1 billion. You understand? So Nigeria's level of corruption, what the politician has taken out of the country, is the reason why you and I don't have job. Okay, they said people no longer learn a trade. In those days, they say go and learn mechanics, some go and learn electrician, some learn furniture. You that patronize these people, do you encourage them? Of course you don't. It is only in Nigeria you will see somebody drive a car to the mechanic workshop. That same car owner can afford to buy a spare parts of 500,000 naira when the need be. But upon servicing that vehicle, he will find it difficult to pay the mechanic man 5,000 naira. This is what we see practically. Now you employ a sales girl in a restaurant. How much are you going to pay them? At most 30,000 naira, which is very rare. This is for 30 days, which means 1,000 naira daily. And you expect them not to go into prostitution? I mean the ladies. Of course, they will have to go into prostitution to be able to buy a shirt, to be able to buy shoe, to be able to buy hair. These are not because they want to live in luxury. Everybody wants to be comfortable. So the society does not encourage hard work because hard work cannot survive you. This is a sad reality, an obvious truth, which the authority knows. But even the EFCC, even the police going after the Yahoo boy, if it was to arrest these people, prosecute them, prevent them from that crime, most EFCC will not be leaving the office. They will not even dare. It is the pursuit, it is the gain. Is that also not fraud? That is fraud. So we live in a very fraudulent society, a very fraudulent Nigeria, where everybody is a criminal. But the only problem here is the bigger criminal prey on the lower criminal. And that's when they want to prove that they are fighting crime. Are they actually fighting crime? The answer is no. So in a nutshell, the big crime, the biggest crime is in the hands of the politician who has brought the country down, that job of employment, job opportunity becomes a no-go area. If you really want to make Nigeria a better place, kill corruption from the top. Stop our politicians from taking our resources abroad. If every politician that has looted Nigerian money have invested it in Nigeria, Nigeria will be better off. Our monies are in Europe, America, and Asia. They are in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, courtesy of our politicians. And you expect the offspring, the younger ones, not to emulate their footsteps? Of course, you can't do that now. So I just want to leave this here so that the law enforcement agency will know. If you really want to fight crime, fight it. If you don't want to fight it, please let everyone be. That's my humble submission. Thank you.